The reason why I go by Veno is because I grew up around a rough neighborhood and we used to like ride around in a van. We called it the Veno, call each other by our, like basically our code names. And we were all a part of the same group, which was Veno Gang. My name is Javen Moreno. I come from Madison, Wisconsin, from the South Side. And 22 now.
It was a surprise. It was a pleasant surprise to hear from you. After we became friends on Facebook, you wrote that post that really got my attention and concerned me. You said, "You don't care if you don't wake up tomorrow." I thought you were talking about suicide.
Yeah, so I think it was something like that. I hope God takes me tonight or something like that. Um, I don't know. Life is tough. It's never been easy, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I was feeling really like, not like I was gonna off myself because I don't think I have the strength to do that anymore. Like maybe like when I was younger, I would do some stupid stuff, but I just wouldn't do that. Like, I don't know. But I was like at a point where I didn't care. Like if I did die, if I did like get shot, if I did like something did happen to me, I was at a point where like I wouldn't really care if I had died or if I lived, just because I felt like I felt like my life really wasn't going nowhere, and like I didn't really have nothing to live for. Felt like that a lot throughout my life. Like I don't have nothing or nobody.
But you took it off.
I took the post down because after I realized that people do care about me, after everybody reached out to me. My friends that I have now, a couple friends actually from that I grew up with from out of state, out of in Madison, including you. You guys all reached out and checked up on me.
Where's your head now?
My head now is just mostly focused on progression. I keep telling everybody around me that the key word for 2025 is elevate. And I want us to go up and not down, go forward and not back. And so that's really what I've been trying to train my mind to be on all just forever for the rest of my life. There's still hope for us because I'm still in the test. So I moved to Oklahoma because around the time when I was like 14, 15, my mom wasn't doing very well financially. We had a Habitat for Humanity house, and we were on the verge of losing it because we couldn't afford it, basically. Oklahoma was one of the cheapest options, and I was getting in a lot of trouble at the time, and I was on probation in Madison for a couple juvenile charges that I caught, um, felonies. They were either gonna lock me up or they told my mom like if we do leave, then they'll transfer my probation anywhere that we go. Yeah, shut up. How do I know? How do I know? A lot of my older siblings stayed, and me and my little brother moved, and we all went to Oklahoma. Just hold me close. It won't be long. Tryna outgrow my soul. Hope that I ain't losing hope. Been a long cold road. Ice on my heart so froze. My little brother ended up going to live with my dad in Mississippi, who ended up getting out of prison. And because he was locked up in prison like most of my life. I never met him really. I never really met him before. We have a relationship now, but back then it was a different story. Shoot the ball through his nose. I was out there in Oklahoma alone, and I ended up getting into trouble, catching a couple like cases, and I got locked up out there for like a year. And a big part of the reason why we went to Oklahoma too was also because my mom met some family through Facebook, like her dad and her half sisters, I guess. She wanted to meet them in person and build a bond with them, but it didn't work out very well. Since I was 4, I've been dying for a hug. Was so poor I couldn't afford love. And after I got released from lockup, we ended up moving to Minnesota so she could be closer to her mom, and I could be closer to my siblings in Madison. And so yeah, that's what we did, and that's what brought me to Minnesota about 5 years ago. I had two daughters first with my first baby mama. And I got 2 sons with my second baby mama, who I'm with now. So I got 4 kids and 2 girls and 2 boys.
How do I know? Just hold me close. It won't be long. Tryna outgrow my soul. Hope that I ain't losing hope.
It's 15 years since you were my student. I remember you as the smallest kid in my 3rd grade classroom. Didn't take crap from anyone. What do you remember about yourself when you were in 3rd grade?
So what I remember about myself back then, academically, I wasn't really like the best student. Our class was pretty fun. Our class was like the funnest class that I had. So we just did a lot of music stuff, and that's a big reason why I like got into music.
I'm flying way up high. I'm flying way up high. Peaceful as can be.
So one thing about me is I get distracted really easily because I was diagnosed with ADHD, and it's like hard for me to stay focused on stuff.
I can catch a hurricane.
Academically, I didn't really do a lot of work, but I used to draw all the time. And I love to read too.
Yes, we're carried away. Yes, we're carried away.
What happened after you left my classroom? How did you run into trouble?
Even during 3rd grade, there was a lot of stuff going on at home. Like I have a lot of siblings. My mom was a single mom, so it was really hard for her to keep up with us. I wouldn't say like she didn't want us around, but it was better for her and us if we weren't around. That's how I was feeling like back then. During middle school, it was just like a lot of me like closing down in school. Like I didn't do my work. I was just sitting there drawing all day. Like I really didn't care about school. I didn't care about nothing at all. We got into some trouble. I got charged with credit fraud and identity theft. And at the time, like I was on a run from a group home. I don't really regret it, but I wish I could have took a different path sometimes, you know. But a lot of the times I feel like I really didn't have no choice because of the things that, you know, like there wasn't always food in the house. We were doing our own ways to go get stuff like that we need and stuff, which we shouldn't have been doing like at that age. But sometimes like you got to do what you got to do if that's your only choice, you know. You were teaching like guitar lessons and we would sing songs and do stuff like that, you know, and you were obviously a filmmaker. So you had me in that movie and stuff. That's the stuff that helped me escape from stuff that I was going through. Cause I didn't talk about it with nobody, you know, like I was feeling how I was feeling in 3rd grade and I was like, I look back a lot and like 3rd grade was like when I first became almost like suicidal. And then when I got caught, I had to go to court. My mom basically told him like, we're trying to move. We're trying to find somewhere like better to live, somewhere cheaper, like nicer neighborhood. My schooling kind of got messed up because when I went to school in Oklahoma, obviously I didn't fit in, so I got expelled on the first day.
Come on! Go! Let's go!
Promise not to run away?
No!
Then I'm not letting go.
Fat ugly poop face.
I am not fat.
This, oh, you're what?
Hey.
Anyways, when I got to Oklahoma, it was a completely different scene from the city that I was used to, you know? Like I went from the big city to the small town. And in my mind, like I'm still young, I was still thinking like I'm gonna have to do the same thing I was doing over here. And so when I came over here, I started doing the same thing I was doing over here. But it was different though. So I got caught like real quick, you know. I was like burglarizing people's houses.
I want to go home.
I want him to go home too.
Shut up, Jocelyn.
You shut up, warm breath.
Hey, Jocelyn, please. Jordy, can we at least try to enjoy the moment? Huh, buddy?
I'm not your buddy.
I can't stand this.
So I was in there locked up in a juvenile jail, but then I got into a fight. So they transferred me to the juvenile prison.
Where are you now in education? So you stopped in 9th grade. Are you going to continue? Are you going to get your high school diploma?
So after we left Oklahoma, we came to Minnesota. Well, I went to another alternative school out here, and I got expelled from that one too. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go get my GED. And I did that in a week. I passed every single test. In a school setting, like it's just not my setting, you know. Like I can't do it. Like there's just too much going on. I get overstimulated.
How did you do it? You could pass all that in 1 week of a GED test.
Yeah, probably because I read a lot of books. I had shot somebody and I fought a case for that and I beat it. and I didn't beat it, but I'm on probation for it right now. I should be in prison right now, but I tried to better my life. I got a job at the YMCA, got my GED, and then I went and got into college for quantum physics. I always been really, really deep into like the nature of reality and like the study of like frequencies and like the way that the world works around me. Like,
Have you seen a little boy? Hi, I'd like to report a missing child.
Wait! I think I know where he is.
Jordy!
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 Jordy.
Roses, the song, I made it spontaneously, but it does have a deep meaning. Like, if you look at a rose, there's the stem and the flower part, and then there's the thorns. And the flower part is obviously beautiful. The stem represents the growth, and the thorns represents the pokes along the way, you know what I mean? So a rose is kind of like my life. I came up out of the dirt and I got thorns, but I'm beautiful like a flower, you know what I mean? Also, like when people die and stuff, like they get roses. And so I was thinking, like, with everything that I've had to face in life, um, I hope I get some roses before I'm dead. I hope I don't just have roses on my casket. I want people to appreciate me while I'm alive so I can feel that love and feel that warmth that I long for.
I hope I get some roses before I die. Roses for the times I cried. I got thorns like roses.
Like I said in my song, I said thorns on the prison walls, eating food that make you wonder why. Bodies fall like flower petals, send a shiver down your spine. When I was locked up, there was obviously the barbed wire and stuff all around. So it signifies like being in the cage too. When I'm supposed to be growing, life is about growth. You know, you gotta grow and you gotta break through them cells that are confining you. You know what I mean? And you gotta grow like a rose.
Yeah, they gon' remember this. Wearing clothes that didn't fit. Hand-me-downs on rips and it. Just walking around like a fully. A hungry kid, nothing in the fridge. No guidance, always try my best. I get some roses before I die.
Hi, Javen.
Hi.
How are you?
Tired, man.
Yeah.
So much going on all the time.
I know. I never expected that it would take us this long to complete 4 episodes. You know that.
Yeah.
But I know you've been distracted. I know your life is full of stuff. Anyway, 3 episodes have been published. There's 1 in the can ready to be released later this week. What do you think of the series so far?
I like it a lot. I think that I'm gonna get better as we go. I feel like I'm my own like biggest critic, so I'm always like just like noticing stuff. It's hard to think of like all the right things to say on the spot.
That's definitely true. I think if we were doing it scripted and you were working on it, it would have taken us longer. So yeah, it is what it is. I want to leave it there. I want to go on. This happened to me this week after the 3rd episode. After I posted it on my Facebook page, someone messaged me. When Javen told you about his childhood and adolescence, and you talked about his criminal record and about shooting someone and being put on probation, this person wrote, having no regrets about the things he had to do because he didn't have much in his childhood, having no regrets about that, and having shot someone, to speak of it casually is troubling to me. I couldn't help but wonder how the person who was shot is doing too. When I wrote back that I was acting as a sympathetic teacher, trying to find the best in my student, helping him move forward, elevate, to use his term, plus that I didn't want to alienate you and you're going to just say, get out of my face and stop lecturing me. The person said, we do them a disservice when we don't respond with social responsibility. This person was talking to me saying, so, but as a teacher, why didn't you follow up on this? So don't talk to me now. Talk to this person about these two parts that you raised last week.
Well, for starters, when I say I don't regret nothing that I've been through, is not aimed towards like anybody that I've caused any type of harm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have sympathy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a human being and I feel for just like their family. I feel for all of that because like I've had people get hurt in my life too from other people that I don't even know. It's not something that I can change, but I can change myself and I can change the way people view me, and I can also be a motivation to kids that have been in my shoes, in my situations that have caused me to make the mistakes that I've made in the past.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
Love is like a war. Open up that door. Get it hurt some more. Life is like a war. Love is like a war. Bursting through the door. Let it hurt some more. Life is like a war. I see the spirit world you stay in. Tell me about your placement. Where you supposed to take it? How you supposed to face this? Like how you gonna erase them? Real feelings keep them caged in. They tryna take it, break it. Real metal cut them up, they taste it. Real pain is bloody. Don't change up on me.